Hello, I'm learning to do crossword puzzles. Today is Monday, June 1st. Let's play. Fruit preserves. It's going to end in S, but what's going to be two letters for that? Fruit preserves. Since it's Monday, I'll explain some of the basics of how clues are written, which can very help. So fruit preserves is plural. And when the clue is plural, that means the answer is plural. That doesn't mean it ends in S, but most of the time it will end in S. And so it's pretty safe to either place the S or if you want, you can pencil the S using the pencil tool button. Just to remind yourself that you're not 100% on that. But I'm trying to think like, what's a two-letter word for a preserve? I don't know. Let's skip it. Bottled water brand. Dasani comes to mind as possibly fitting. Now, especially if you're new, it's tempting to go, I'll type Dasani. Might as well just check her that or have auto check on. But you don't have to resort to that yet. What you can do is you can start teaching yourself how to check your answer with the crossing clues. So instead of just moving on to the next across, especially if you're unsure, and because this is the first letter of a bunch of clues, which can be helpful, just go through all the downs and see if you can find one that works with Dasani here, or maybe something where it's obviously not Dasani. That helps you check without using the checker. Physiques that aren't quite perfect. So physiques being plural probably means we end in S, but I don't know what this is going to be. Oh, it's going to be dad bods. Never mind, I do know what it's going to be. Copies. That really reinforces it's going to be Dasani, but since we have the first letter of all these, I'm just going to go through. Copies also probably ends in S, but I don't know what that's going to be. This time I'm for real. All right, actor's workplace, starting with N. Maybe it's not Dasani. An actor's workplace would be like a stage or a set. Oh, I said Danos. Okay, it is Dasani. I just typed Danasi. Where's my head right now? My head is doing all sorts of things because I'm recording and trying to explain. And anyway, cut out. Not sure. Oh, actually, I don't, not apt. I was thinking cutout could be, I mean, that for a Monday, maybe not, but like usually you'd hear the phrase, you're not cut out to be an actor, for example. So if you are cut out to be an actor, then I was thinking maybe you're good at something, but apt doesn't really work for that anyway. I don't think it's apt. Thomas Blank, early political cartoonist and critic of Boss Tweed. No idea. Is it Nass? Is there a Thomas Nass? I'm not going to fill that. I don't know where that came from. Sign me up. I'm in. So another really nice little tip is that first of all, when it's in quotes, what we're saying is if someone were to say this, what could they say instead that would work in place of that? Like, hey, anyone want to join my club? Someone might respond, sign me up, but they also might respond, whatever this is. And a nice thing about that is we have me in the clue. And since words in the clue are never repeated in the answer, it probably has I in it. And this starts with I. So this is probably like I'm in, right? If it were shorter. I want to, or something like that. It's going to be multiple words probably. It's going to start with I. Or it could even start with a contraction. Anyway, I think Dasani's correct. High school assessment scored from 1 to 5. What is that? AP? It's the AP test, but then this wouldn't be set. AP exam. All right. Despise. Detest. There we go. Okay, so copies is apes. Oh, I forgot about apes. Yes, this is a crossword staple because it's got good letters. All the staples are staples because they have good letters. So apes, if you ape something, it means you copy it. You're mimicking. All right. Cut out, axe. Okay, so if you cut something out, you might axe it. Okay. I think this is Thomas Nass. I'm gonna pencil an S at the end. Maybe it's Nash. Let's look at this across. You, archaically. Ooh, an archaic way of saying you. Thy? Maybe it's Nast. What is it though? You, thou, of course. Oh, it's I'm. Okay, sign me up. I'm there. I'm there. Before to Shakespeare. I think that's or. Is that E? I think it's ORE. Blunder is to error. We have a theme, by the way. We have dad here. Let's read what our theme is. Emerged. Oh, by the way, if the theme words are ever vertical, that's almost certainly going to be part of it because usually they would rotate the puzzle to have the theme be on the acrosses. So the only reason it would be on the downs is if there's some punny reason that they need to be going down or up. Now, I don't know if that's true of this one, but that's something to think about. Emerged victorious, or what this puzzle's constructor did, as indicated by the shaded squares. So the shaded squares so far are dad and I'm. Emerged victorious. So you won the tournament. Something to do with being up or down, maybe? Okay, I'm not sure yet. I don't think it's much of a theme today. Let's see. Status quo. So this is a U. Address starting HTTP. A URL. Conclusion. Maybe I can get these downs. Reality show starring the Fab Five. I want this to be queer. Queer Eye. If I put in Queer Eye, oops. How can this be though? We'll see if that ends up being right. I don't know what's happening here though. Big coffee holder, an urn, dated, old. Conclusion is end. You archaically. Before. I think it's the and air. Okay. Right. Or is over. Air is before. I never remember the Shakespearean terms. It's a problem. Go on before the main show, say. Go on before the main show, say. I don't. Oh, open? Someone opens for another artist. Liquors that go in Manhattans. Rums, I guess. Is that the first letter? Like haunted houses and lifelike dolls are creepy. They're not rums. What is this? Yeehaw. Rise? Roosters, mates, hens. Okay. Let's not make sure we didn't skip any obvious acrosses here. Long, long ago in a galaxy far, far away. Pearl or peridot. Huh. I'm not sure. A gem, maybe? Spree. What the number of candles on a birthday cake signifies someone's age. I think this is a gem. All the crystal gems. Spree. But what is this? What is this? Fruit preserves. Could this be jam and not plural? I like mom. So I think this is jam and I think this is jag. I don't know why jag would be spree. I don't know what jag means. High-waisted fashion trend of the 1990s. Mom jeans. Is this jobs? Quick punches is jabs. Newswoman curry. Don't know. One taking office dictation. A secretary. Oh, a steno? Stenographer. Certain members of a police department. Sergeants. So this is another tip. They're cluing us that the answer is abbreviated by abbreviating part of the clue. So sometimes they just say comma for short or comma abbreviated, but sometimes they just abbreviate part of the clue like dupt. And that's a clue that we also need to abbreviate the answer. Musical threesome. A trio. All right, what's this? Concert pianos, grands. Grand pianos. So I guess it's Ann Curry. Dominican slugger Sammy Sosa. Baseball player. Accede to an agreement without getting everything one wants. Compromise. Superfans ticket purchase. So like an expensive seat, like first row. I'm not sure. Coolness and Gen Alpha slang. Gen Alpha coolness. I'm not sure. Nightmare scenario. Emerge victorious. So we have mom, dad. Mom, dad, I'm queer. So came out ahead. Came out. So someone's coming out to their parents. And it's past tense, so I think it's going to be came out. I want came out ahead, emerged victorious, but I don't know. I wonder if this is the way of Kenneth coming out or if that's just a theme. Came out ahead. So we're coming out and we're ahead of the clue, the start of the clue. Is someone coming out? Okay. So my whole rant about down being important was not true of this puzzle, which is unfortunate. But it is usually true. I just don't have proof from this puzzle. Let's look at all these downs here, actually. Pina colada. And then makes up for. Amends. All right. Give a tut-tut, for example. Give a tut-tut. I'm not sure. Classic archery wood. I believe. Superfans ticket purchase. Ballerina skirt. A tutu. Gait faster than a walk. A trot. Come on. It measures audience feedback. A clap something. Clapometer? I would think clapometer. I wonder if this is an O. Let's see. Shiba, yeah, okay. So maybe there's still a chance that my rant was right. Shiba Inu. Came out on top. There we go. Yes. And so on top is vertical. There you go. I was right. Right. Nightmare scenario. This topic? I don't see how. Place to hang a fedora is a hat. Dystopia is this one. Hat rack, hat stand, maybe? Capital of Oman. That's not coming to me. Site related. Ocular. Southernmost country in Central America. Panama. Core belief, a tenet. Right, so tune. Jingle or ditty is a tune. Alan Menken, composer of Little Shop of Horrors. A village in Wales has one with 58 letters, the world's longest. Name. Yeah. Curses. Drat. Right. Smokey Robinson's record label. I don't know. North Carolina University. Leo the 14th for one. A pope. Filing job for short. Filing job for short. A filing job. Now, it's a question mark, and it's for short. Question mark means that they're being a little cheeky. So I think it's going to be a manicure, because they're filing your nails. All right. Touch. Not sure. Poems of praise is odes. It's got to be collada, and then... So this is odes, which means I have something else wrong here. What was this one? North Carolina University. It might read Miss Universe, a sash. Maybe I can get this down here. Short office messages or memos. Give a tut-tut, for example. Admonish. Is this Elon? Elon? I don't know what I did wrong here. Makes up for, amends for. Maybe there's a similar word. I'm going to hold off on this. What was this one? Superfans ticket purchase. Thin woodwind. An oboe, of course. Another crossword staple. Pouncing predator is a puma. Touch is to a butt. More than a few, but less than a lot. Some. Burn the surface of is sear. Oh, some kind of backstage pass. What's this one? Smokey Robinson's regular. Oh, maybe it's Motown. Oh, so I shouldn't have had that N there. Atones. Elon. Okay. Coolness in Gen Alpha slang. I don't know. Oh, settle. You settle for something. A season pass. Oh, okay. All right. A little clamoring around at the end there, but I managed to fix everything. I didn't realize that N shouldn't have been there when I erased amends. Motown. All right. Cool. I'm going to read the article to see if perhaps there's something related to him coming out. Before I describe what's special about today's crossword, constructed by Kenneth Cortez, I'd like to draw your attention to the entry in the New York Times style book that distinguishes between the terms historic and historical. Historic means important in history. Use it with caution for a current event, because history's verdict is rarely predictable by journalists, and the word suggests hyperbole. Historical means about history or concerned with history, a historical novel, a historical exhibition. I'd venture to say that this crossword satisfies the requirements for both descriptors. The puzzle is historical, certainly, in that it concerns itself with a movement that dates back to the 1970s. I predict that it will also be historic, not only because the Times crossword has never featured anything like it before, but also because it sets a meaningful precedent for puzzles to come. That reveal, big as it is, has a witty revealer of its own. Come out on top. That's exactly what this puzzle's constructor did by featuring declarative squares at the top of the entries. All right, so it doesn't explicitly say that Kenneth came out through this puzzle, but it seems to imply as such. I wish it would have been more. Oh, maybe there's constructor notes. Okay. Happy Pride Month. This week's leading up to this puzzle's release have been challenging and nerve-wracking for me, but support from my loved ones and my excitement to share this puzzle have gotten me through. The best parts of creating crosswords is sharing them with my friends, family, coworkers, and school community at large. Shout out to you all. Sexuality and gender identity can come with a lot of difficult emotions. To anyone struggling with these feelings, I strongly empathize with you. As with gender, coming out is not the binary permanent switch it is sometimes made out to be. I confided and found support with small circles, individual friends, and family before making this puzzle, and this won't be the last time I have come out to new circles. Coming out and living authentically as LGBTQ+ is a continuous and lifelong process, and I have to put in effort to do better by myself every day. You don't have to make an elaborate coming out crossword puzzle. Start small and find little pockets to be yourself and celebrate this Pride Month. 'Tis the season. All right, so it sounds like he came out to a larger circle using this puzzle. All right, and to celebrate Pride Month. Cool. Well, how'd you do?